no traffic, you should be down at the Bombay Exhibition Center on Goregaon off the Western Express Highway.
All do.
And the show goes on till 8 p.m. Sunday is usually a bigger day. We have a lot of action happening on the show floor. If you were here, if you've seen any images of our social media, you'll see tons of stalls, tons of zones. Xerxes took everyone on a round of the different experiences that are there this year. But today we have a couple of special stuff. I think panels also happening. We have Prajakta Kohli performing again today. The team from B Unique performing.
Yeah.
And we have a special set from Sahil Shah from East India Comedy. And then the biggest draw, which everyone loves here, is the cosplay contest. Yesterday was just mind-blowing. I think you guys are going to get some updates about what happened last night. But there's a lot happening at our show. If you're in Mumbai, you should certainly drop in and also come drop by and say hi to Xerxes.
Yeah, because you got what, like 10 experience zones. You've got the illustrator from V for Vendetta, David Lloyd, sitting right here. This is your chance to get your copies autographed. I already got mine yesterday.
And if you're really into Transformers, we have
Andrew Griffith, who's
He's
here.
the official artist for Transformers. If you're into Buffy the Vampire Slayer, we have Ishan Lee, who does the official comics. And also, and obviously, one of the bigger draws here is Nick Seluk from Awkward Deity, the creator of Awkward Deity. So if you follow him online digitally, you should certainly
right
be
here.
Yes. So, and if you're really into cosplay, we also have professional cosplay Nicole Marie Jean, who has a brand new costume today. I haven't checked that out, but
Yeah,
certainly
I'm
call her
gonna
on
check that
stage.
out too. Yeah.
Yes.
So there's not one, not two, but like 20 odd reasons for you to be here. So if you're a geek, if you're a nerd, you have no excuse. Get your ass down here to Mumbai Comic Con. We're waiting for you. What are you waiting for?
Doors close at 8 p.m. and you can buy passes at the venue.
Right, that we're gonna take a short break, and I'm gonna get back my first guest onto this little dais over here, and Jatin's gonna go make sure nothing goes wrong around.
Yeah, hope to see you at the show.
See you later. Done. And a 4 and a 3 and a 2 and a 1 and a live. Hello and welcome back. Very short break that was. I hope you weren't already frustrated. With me, I have a very special person. She's in charge of content and all of the talent at Comic Con. Please come here, Sonal. Sit down. This one is all over all the Comic Cons and she's busy looking at all the people who are coming. She's judging your cosplays with Nicole Marie Jean, and she's also looking for talent. So if you spot her, hound her, you might just be here. I mean, don't take my spot, make a spot for yourself. Nicole, why am I calling you Nicole? But Sonal, yes. What do you have to say about the cosplay competition?
So yesterday we had the first day of cosplay contest and it was amazing. I remember about 7 years back when we started, we introduced the gaming category and we had about 3 cosplayers who turned up for the category. Now I see each city we have the maximum number of gamers who dress up as gaming characters and they show up. So now gaming has become really big. So that's one thing.
So it's not just jokers anymore.
No, it's not just jokers anymore, which is like a great deal because everybody wants to be a joker. But we're okay with that also.
We're mature.
You know, why not?
But I've seen that there are people who have lots of effort, they put in months behind this, and then there are people like me who've done cosplay over like, aaj sham ko uthe ke main cosplay karunga. Is it this for everyone or is it only for people who've been preparing for months? Doesn't anyone just come and can everyone come here?
No, it's for everyone.
Exactly.
It's for people like me also, for people like you, everybody, because I remember we're all fans of our favorite characters. I remember about 6 years back I used to cosplay and I've done Vilma, I've done basic stuff. So it's not just for contests, it's not just for it's just if you are a fanboy or a fangirl, you must cosplay.
Yeah, because we all like to be someone other than ourselves once in a while, and what better opportunity, because Halloween though we've not been able to celebrate properly ever in India yet. And Comic Con is the one time where you can dress up as your favorite character and come, and trust me, I've done this, just don't do it for the prize because there are people putting in so much effort and that's a separate hardcore community of cosplayers. But then there are amateur and fun cosplayers like me and like her who just do it because it's fun and because you can be whoever you want to be.
Exactly, that's the time of the year where you get to be your favorite superhero and it's just so much fun doing it. And it doesn't have to be elaborate. You could just be a Tintin, or you could just be a Joker, or you could just be something very plain simple like a Tina from Bob's Burgers. It works. You get to celebrate it, you get to have fun, people come and take pictures with you, you feel special. It's just brilliant.
So if you're sitting at home wondering what you're gonna do today evening and you're in Bombay, just come by, dress up as your favorite character or not. Check out the cosplay competition which opens at 6. The registrations are on till about 5:30.
5:30.
And after which you could be one of those people who probably wins people's hearts or the prize, and you could be participating at an international cosplay before you know it.
Exactly. Also, this year we included
recap the categories.
Sure.
What categories of cosplay can they go?
Sure, we have movies and TV series, we have gaming, we have anime and manga, we have sci-fi fantasy, and we have gaming. So we have 5 categories and we have a grand prize. So yesterday also we had 5 prizes and the 6th one was the grand prize. So how this works is if you win in the 5 categories, out of those 5 categories we select one grand prize winner, and that's you get 50,000 bucks. That, and also you get to be on the Indian Championship cosplay finals. That's the direct entry. Also this year I want to talk to you about what did we include for cosplayers.
What?
So we have a cosplay medic. So if you have some issue with your costume, if it's falling apart, if there's anything wrong with it, if you just they have their glue gun ready, they have everything ready.
Yeah, so they have like so many types of adhesive tapes.
Exactly.
Like, I didn't even know they existed.
Exactly. So we've included our official cosplay medic. We also have cos buddies this year. So if you have any issues, just go to the cosplay registration desk. They're here to help you out. We've also included water, badges. We've sort of...
There's a bunch of things for everyone. So if you're watching this, get here, We're going to take a short little break
Sure.
right now, and we're going to come back with our first guest after this.
Alright.
Our second guest. No, third guest. I'm losing count already. Guys, the madness is too much. Cut! We are live back again after that little session about why you should cosplay and how you can cosplay and what are we looking for. I have my own little army. Look at these guys behind me protecting me from all these muggles around me. So who are you guys? You two look like you're wearing the same uniform.
Yeah, we are from Naruto Shippuden anime, and we are dressed as members of Akatsuki, the evil organization. I'm Pain, the ringleader of the group.
And you are?
I'm Uchiha Itachi. Alright, my primary goal is to, well, officially it's to kidnap all the guys with superpowers and extract the powers from them. We call it chakra. Alright, so we kidnap the guys with an immense amount of chakra in them, the Jinchurikis. And, well, we use it for nefarious purposes.
I thought these guys were here to protect me. It seems like they might be stealing my superpowers.
Don't worry, man, you don't have any superpowers.
How do you know?
We can sense it.
National live internet, you just destroyed me. Moving on to Mr. Murdoch.
Hi.
How are you looking at me? You can't see, you're blind.
But I can hear you.
Arey. But the speakers, isn't that disturbing?
No, I don't think so. I can feel the heartbeat of each and every person.
You just
over
tell
here.
them who you
I'm
are for.
scared.
Yeah, I'm scared. Please. कौन हो तुम बता दो आप क्या?
I'm Matt Murdoch, one of the leaders of Defender. I protect Hell Kitchen and I am trying my best to defend it and kill Wilson Fisk if possible.
So, Mr. Murdoch, hand the mic over to Bat Bruce.
Do I even need an introduction? Like, seriously. I've sold the most comics, more than Superman. And I think we just bet Captain America Civil War, so you know, I don't think I care.
But you made your own costume, like including your utility belt.
Yes, I was awake last night from 12 o'clock to 5:30 a.m.
You made this in one night.
Yes. And after that, my mom slapped me for not sleeping, so.
Batman has mommy issues. You heard this first on Mumbai Comic Con, and we have one last guy waiting here. Let's talk to him. Pass in the mic. Who are you, buddy? You got lights in your eyes.
I am the Arkham Knight, and my primary goal is to hunt down the Batman.
Oh, so we've got rivals on stage.
He's scared of me, that's why he's sitting all over there.
And I thought I was safe here. There's two evil guys, there's a blind guy, there is two arch nemesis. What the hell? I'm just gonna go take a break. You guys take a break. There's so much more happening at Mumbai Comic Con. If you're in Bombay, come, visit, meet me, chill with them, go take some pictures. Buy, come with a budget for sure because there's so much awesome merchandise here. There is no chance you're gonna go back with a full bank balance. I'm gonna take a break. Please put me off camera in 3, 2 and Hello and welcome back to day 2 of Mumbai Comic Con, and this is the live stage. With me is Vivek Goel. What up?
I'm good, I'm good. How are we?
Very well. We had promised them that we're going to be meeting a lot of comic book creators, international and national, and you're one of our local heroes. You want to tell them about you?
Noticing.
Yeah, tell them about your stuff.
As he said, I'm Vivek Goel, and I'm a full-time comic book artist, and when I get some spare time, I also happen to run my own comic book publishing company, which is called as Holy Cow Entertainment. I'm in the business for the last 6.5 years, and this is probably my 25th Comic Con, yeah.
25th?
Yeah, this is the 25th Comic Con and mine 25th as well.
Wow. And 6.5 years you've been doing this.
Yes.
Did you have a job before that?
I was actually employed in Merchant Navy.
Wow.
And never thought of becoming an artist. I mean, I used to draw as a kid, just as a hobby, but never thought of making it as a full-time career. I had a specific vision to get into Merchant Navy, but when I went there, it was. I actually realized it's not my cup of tea, you know, and I had to go back. I'm a family man, you know. I need to be with my mother, wife, and kids, you know, and stuff like that. So, and there was a kind of unsatisfaction inside me, and then I came back, and at the age of 25, I started rediscovering myself, and then and one day I stumbled across a comic book. It was called as I think it was the first issue of a comic book called as Fathom. The artwork was amazing, and that was actually my eureka moment. And I was like, oh shit, even I can draw comic books. So that was my turning point at 25.
So how long were you in the Merchant Navy exactly?
Merchant Navy was like 1 year, and I came back pretty fast. Just one tour, and I was back. Then I did my graduation in Fine Arts from Sir J.J. School of Arts. And then I started working as a freelancer artist. So technically, as a professional, I'm working in the Indian comic book industry since last 11 years. First 5 years as a freelance artist, and then since last 6.5 years as a publisher. So wow. I've been on both sides of the coin.
So basically, you're one of those people who's done something because that's a safe future, and that's what people said that you should do this, and you were like, okay, I should do this, but then eventually realized that your passion lies somewhere else.
The passion won. Yes, the passion won. This is still a passion driven job, because if it is not, you're not able to sustain it, because self-publishing in India is a very tough nut to crack. But it's not impossible. It's possible. You have to make plannings, and yes, you have to keep the fire alive, the passion alive.
So what do you have to tell to those people who are sitting at home, probably doing a job that they are not enjoying themselves with, but they want to do something else, but they are afraid of letting go of that safety net that monthly salary gives?
There are only two options in a life. I'm trying not to make this proper philosophical thing, but more of an interesting thing there are only two choices: whether you want to walk the same path created by others, and you want to be a sheep, or you want to create your own path in an uncharted forest and become the wolf. I think you should become the wolf, because you only get one lifetime as a human. And you know, if you are talented, if you are gifted, if you are a writer or an artist, then you are from the fraternity, and I think you are a mutant, you know, one in only 10 to 15 lakhs. And if you are gifted, then there has to be a reason. God has given you this gift of writing, creativity, for some reason. Utilize that, craft something, have a lot of patience, take baby steps, and plan. And I think, then I think nobody is stopping you from success, because my company is the live example of people coming from all different professional backgrounds and then making a career in comics. My writer for my best-selling book called as Aghori was a chemical engineer in Philly, and now he's writing comics for full-time. The writer for Caster, Anirudh Singh, ran an ice cream shop in Delhi, and now he's a full-time writer. And the artist for Caster and Aghori, he was a DTP operator, and now he's drawing comics for me. And as for me, as you guys know, I'm from Merchant Navy. Yes, and we are all successful because, first of all, you need to take entertainment and pop culture business as a full-time job. You can't do a full-time job and then come home and then do something creative
Try
because
and
your
give up
body and mind are completely busted. So you need to take this as a full-time thing, and it will work. It has to work. Yes.
Yeah, if you put enough effort into it,
Yes,
it will
exactly,
show.
yes.
So why don't you tell me a little bit about your baby, Holy Cow Entertainment?
Holy Cow Entertainment started in 2011, and it started with my best-selling title called as Ravanayan, which is basically Ramayana from Ravan's point of view, and it was a huge success. And after that, we realized that the future of any comic book company, after when probably we were on the verge of completing Ravanayan, and we were thinking what next, and we suddenly realized that the future of any comic book company does not rely on mythological stories because they are all finite. They have to end somewhere.
Right.
You need to create IPs like Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Superman and stuff like that. So we started creating IPs, which obviously got started with our second best-selling title called as The Aghori. And now we are 4 characters old, and we are moving towards a shared universe. We are actually following the path and the trail of Marvel because it's a very successful module which they have created, that creating your own universe, a shared multiverse, a shared universe. So I think that is where the the success key lies of the future of any comic book company. So we are 6.5 years old, and as long as I think, no, I don't think, I believe, I know this, as long as I am alive, Holy Cow is not going down. We are going to keep on publishing, no digital, only hard copies.
Touch wood to that. So why don't you also tell me about Aghori and Caster, because I know a little bit about Caster and I really like the setup behind it. So these guys should also know what Caster is all about.
Absolutely, absolutely. When we started with Ravanayan and then we ascended to Aghori, it was all about Hinduism. So we were circling around Hinduism and aspects of Hinduism, but no matter how many perspectives you take, it's at the end of the day, it's Hindu mythology. And India is religiously the Makkah and Medina of probably all the smaller and biggest religion. And our readers, especially I saw after a very long time that our readers come from a lot of religious ethnicities and religious and cultural diversity. Some of my readers are Catholics, some are Bengalis. I realized that we need to tap in to the religious and cultural aspects of people here in India, because here in India it's all a bhelpuri of religion. And with Christianity being one of the biggest minorities, we thought of doing something in Christianity, because at one moment I just realized that there is no Catholic superhero in India. Plus it's a completely different religion, and also Christianity, the concept of Christianity is very different in Vatican, Europe and America, and it's very different in India. So this is, so enter Caster, our India's first Catholic superhero, which is out of the grey areas of Hinduism, and it deals with the black and white areas of Christianity, which is the devil, Lucifer, angels, archangels, father, and a new breed of superhero which we are calling as Casters. So that is the beauty of Caster.
So where can people get their hands on this comic? Of course, besides Comic Con, where can they buy themselves these physical copies?
We are completely financially self-sustained, and first of all, you need to know where we are not available. We are not available on Amazon, we are not available on Flipkart. We are available on our own online portal, which is holycow.in. I'll repeat once again, you will find all the volumes, all the comics of Holy Cow. We have published 35 comic books till date. You'll find them exclusively on Holy Cow, HOLYCOW, holycow.in. That is where you will find the best deals, the best sales of the year, and every comic book published till date.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining me here on my live stage.
Thanks for having me.
He's gonna be here at the Mumbai Comic Con, so if you're around, go catch up with him, catch up on his comic books, probably get an autograph or two, and just talk to him about following your professions, right?
Yeah, just come and say hi. I would love to have you. Thank you for having me.
And we're gonna have a lot many more guests coming up right after this. We have Nick Seluk after this from the Awkward Yeti, and I don't know, there are so many people coming, so just keep watching. We'll be back after a short break, and I'm gonna zoom out of this. We're live. Welcome back to day 2 of Mumbai Comic Con 2017. This is the live stage, and with me is someone I can't really believe is here. Nick, please come up on stage. For those of you who don't know who Nick is, because your brain knows about him, your heart feels for him. He's the awkward Yeti. He's the guy behind all of those famous comics on Facebook, those little 4-panel things. Welcome to Bombay. Welcome to India.
Thank you. Thank you. Happy to be here.
How is it being at Comic Con?
I love it. The energy is high. It's loud. The fans are awesome. Really excited to be here.
Do a lot of people know about Awkward Yeti here?
A lot of people here know about the Awkward Yeti. Yeah.
Aren't you surprised?
I think I knew. I've seen everybody online. I think it's my second biggest audience after the U.S. So
yay.
I think it made a lot of sense to come out here. And yeah, I'm super excited to meet everybody in person. And they're super passionate. It's awesome.
That is awesome. So tell me, how did your journey begin? Like, we know about the Yeti, the organs and the gut feeling. But tell me about your journey. When did this gut feeling set in for you?
Yeah, well, I think it all started when I was working in the corporate world, and I hated it. It was terrible. I had a really good job. It looks good on my resume, but it was sucking my soul. It was terrible.
I know that feeling.
You know the feeling? Yeah. Well, this job looks pretty good for you.
No, not this one. I quit my corporate job too.
Yeah, good. So I started doing this on the side just to kind of explore my creative side and have that therapy to express myself. I was a graphic designer, and that's a pretty good job, but it wasn't freeing enough. It wasn't getting all my creativity out. It wasn't satisfying that creative need. So I started doing the comics, and they started taking off pretty quickly with the Awkward Yeti, and then some science comics that I was doing, and just general comics, and then the Heart and Brain appeared after about a year and a half, and that's when it really took off and became sort of a major social media thing.
So for you, you would be one of those next gen, this current gen of comic book creators which are completely happening on digital, on social media. Like, you don't owe your success to no DC, no Marvel, but you are yourself. You are Facebook and Instagram put together.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
It's really cool. You're allowed to kind of be yourself more than when you're tied to a publisher. So I was able to develop my own style over time, and then get publishers later. So yeah, it was a kind of a cool backwards way of doing it, but it allowed me to do it in my own way.
So what do you think about this new system that we're in, this new way of breaking the traditional mediums? Like, what message do you have for those people who are sitting out there wondering what they should be doing after they quit their jobs, if they decide to quit their jobs?
Yeah, well, make sure you're making some money before you quit your job, at least a little bit. Follow your heart, but take your brain with you, right? So,
coming from you, that makes so much more sense.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, thank you. That was a reference to my comics. I don't know if you heard. Anyway. So, where were we?
Follow your heart, but use your brain.
Yeah, I think, pay attention to the audience, pay attention to what people are saying. Listen to the criticism, ignore the haters, but listen to the criticism and pay attention. See what people like, and do it in your own way. Always do it in your own way. So, for me, Heart and Brain was really a matter of listening to the audience and seeing what they liked. But it didn't change that it was coming from here, from inside. So,
from the heart?
It's from your heart, from my brain. But staying true to yourself while adapting is very important.
So, I see this thing that you said about ignore the haters, but don't ignore the criticism. Don't they go a little bit hand in hand? Like, don't the haters also have some kind of feedback somewhere?
Once in a while they do, but I would say maybe more accurately to ignore the trolls, the people who are negative just for the sake of being negative. But sometimes you'll get some criticism that makes you angry in the moment, and then if you sleep on it and you think with some sense of humility, the next day you might think, okay, well, they were kind of right about this part of it. I'm not going to respond because of the part where they called me, stupid, but but the part where they had this suggestion, maybe I'll listen to it if it makes sense for me.
Yeah, so give me one such criticism which really worked on channeling your comics in a certain way.
Well, for me, criticisms are usually in the form of accuracy or typos, things like that. So I try to pay attention. It's made me a little more critical of myself. Making sure when I do a medical comic, I research very, very thoroughly.
You're careful with it.
Yeah, because they will call me out if I'm wrong.
Are you serious? Like, there are people who are pointing out medical inaccuracies in a comic where a brain and a heart are talking to each other.
Not as much with heart and brain anymore. Okay. I think they used to. Usually they just say, well, why doesn't brain have eyes? And I ignore that kind of thing because brain just does not have eyes.
Exactly.
That's my choice. But I do a lot of comics like Medical Tales Retold where there are actual medical facts embedded in them.
Okay.
And in that case, I have a lot of medical fans, doctors, nurses, students, and so they are very critical of the accuracies in those comics.
But how did this little thing happen where you went towards medical comics? Like, you were a graphic designer, you didn't have a science background or anything.
Right, yeah.
How did that happen?
It's kind of weird. It was listening to the audience, really. So when I first started, I made the Awkward Yeti comic, and then I made comics about everything. Could be about the planets and the sun, or the dinosaurs, or anatomy, or chemistry, whatever it was. And for me, the science ones were the ones that were really getting the most attention. So I thought, oh, okay, well, those are fun for me to make. So I'll keep doing more of those. And then it just kind of gradually grew into, I think I'm mostly interested in the anatomy and biology.
You are.
In the sciences. And so it just kind of clicked between me and the audience and what they were liking. And so I realized I kind of have maybe, I guess, a talent for taking a lot of information and condensing it.
Interesting. So what is this book that I see here?
Well, this is my newest book. It's the third book in the Heart and Brain collection series. It's probably available on Amazon India, if not now, soon. But these are all just collections of the comics, and I think about half of them are exclusive to the books.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So I highly recommend getting the books.
Very nice. I'm going to come get one copy autographed by you later on.
Yeah, I'm
but
sure we
tell
have
me,
one.
what's next for Heart, Brain, and Nick?
Oh, I think next is just keep making comics. I would love to move into animation at some point. Something
motion comics.
Yeah, I'm kind of something I'm thinking about. Animation. Something I'm thinking about, and doing some writing, finding the right format for it, and pitching to the right places eventually.
Are there some projects you can exclusively reveal to us? Something that's in the pipeline?
There's no exciting announcement right now, unfortunately. I just finished kickstarting a tabletop card game called Heart and Brain: The Party Game.
Wow.
So that'll be available hopefully middle of next year.
Wow.
But that's probably the most exciting thing right
now.
now.
Your heart and your brain are going very, very far.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming here and chatting with me. You're going to be here all day, right?
Yeah, I'll be here all day.
So if you guys are sitting there wondering what to do with your day, please come to Mumbai Comic Con. Nick is right here. He's the guy behind the Heart and the Brain comics you see on Facebook, The Awkward Yeti. Come say hello, get your autograph. This is probably your only chance if you're not going anywhere anytime soon. Nick, have a great weekend ahead, and it's a pleasure having you around.
Hey, thanks a lot for having me.
Thank you so much, man. See you. And we're going to go take a break. Welcome back to our very last session before we break for lunch. With me is Nicole, Mary Jean and Michael. These guys have flown down from very, very far because they are pro cosplayers. These are the guys you talk to when you need to know how you should get to cosplaying. So firstly, I'm going to start with Nicole. Tell them your story. Yes, it is.
My story. I started in 2011. It was 2010 when I discovered cosplay. I fell in love with the idea of it. I've always been an artist, always been into comic books, so when I found out what cosplay was, bringing the art and fandom together, I fell in love with it, became obsessed with it. So I've been doing it for almost 7 years now.
Wow. And Phil, and Michael, you?
Well, I'm Michael. I'm actually her husband, and I've only been doing this for a couple of months now. This is actually probably one of the first costumes I created all by myself. She'll give me like tips and pointers here and there on how to better make something, but she'll let me struggle for a little while.
So you're learning from the best right now.
Yeah.
So tell me about the characters you're playing right now.
I am Tifa Lockhart from Final Fantasy VII, so the video game.
Yes.
And I am Sandman from the Spider-Man movies.
Wow. Okay, so how is your experience after attending all those Comic Cons around the world? You're in India at the Mumbai Comic Con. What do you feel?
Oh, I love it. This is my second time in India, and I love it just as much as the first time. The thing about Comic Cons all around the world, there can be different cultures and different languages, like a language barrier, but Comic Con is the same everywhere. We all speak the same universal language of comic books, sci-fi, all of that. So it's amazing. You can go anywhere in the world, and Comic Cons are the same kind of community.
And you've seen so many cosplayers and so many cosplays. What do you think about the level of cosplay that you see right here?
Well, when we were actually leaving the convention yesterday, we got to walk through the costume contest, and we saw some amazing costumes. We saw a Reinhardt that was like flawless, absolutely flawless.
So we're basically up there with all the other Comic Cons, yeah?
Definitely. They're amazing work from everyone that was participating.
So if there's people who are watching right now, this is your first cosplay right now? You started a few months ago, right?
Yeah, I started a few months ago. This isn't my first one. This is my first international show, but this is probably like my 5th or 6th one I've done.
Yeah. So I'm like a grandmother of cosplay and who's a baby of cosplay, so...
So, keep it close when you talk, okay? Okay, so being so fresh to this, what message do you have for those people who are sitting at home or probably watching right now wondering, should I cosplay?
Basically just find something you like and try to find something that you like that's in your capabilities of a new cosplayer of creating, and just give it your best shot.
And do you have tips on how to up their game from what they're already doing?
It takes a lot of trial and error, so it's a lot of experimenting. So it might take a couple of tries before you finally actually nail it. Like he went through several different processes trying to figure out how to make this arm. So some materials might not work. It's kind of you're experimenting. That's the kind of the fun of it.
So how did you make that arm?
I made it out of a Hulk hand, a muscle arm, adhesive spray, sand, and hairspray.
Wow, that's a lot of sprays and a lot of sand. How long did this take you to make?
From start to finish, allowing it to dry and everything, it took me maybe 4 days.
Wow.
Just because you had to let it dry all the way and then apply another layer.
Wow. So tell me one thing, there's this little misconception about cosplaying where people think that the bigger my costume, the better. Is that true?
It's not necessarily true. I've seen so many comic conventions where it's really impressive. You get that wow factor where you see these gigantic costumes, but if you look at it up close, it might not be as neat and clean as something that is smaller, that might be perfect stitches and it's like a small dress. So it doesn't mean it's bigger, doesn't mean better. It's the time that you put into it and the effort and everything like that.
And it shows when you walk out into this nice little convention and people can tell, the judges, they're smart. So don't necessarily think that because you go for the bulk, it's gonna make you win. It's not. It might get you a lot of vows. But what about those guys who are just cosplaying for fun?
That's what it's all about, though. Cosplaying should be about fun, first and foremost. It's a hobby, first and foremost. I didn't start it thinking, hey, it's going to be a career, I'm going to travel around the world. That's not how I started it. It came from the love of cosplay.
So, there are a lot of closet geeks and nerds who are afraid to don their favorite character and be like, no man, I can't walk out like the Joker. What will people think? How do you encourage them to get out of their bedrooms and just come here? What do you tell them?
I say just do it. It does take a lot of courage because it's kind of intimidating because it might not be socially accepted everywhere to be a geek. I mean, it's getting more and more socially acceptable and like known. Just do it and you'll notice that so many people are just like you. You'll build this whole community and family. You'll make new friends.
That is awesome. So you heard all of this first. Just one last question. Some pro tips for what do you do after you cosplay and you go up on stage? When the judges are looking at you, what should you ideally do?
Well, I always tell people, have fun. You want to look like you're enjoying yourself. I want to see that you're excited about your character. I want you to see you're excited about your work. You want to be passionate about that. That is one of the biggest things. You might not have the most elaborate costume. It might be your first cosplay, but I love that energy that I am so proud of this. I am so happy. I love this character. I think that's very important. And also kind of take on the character a little bit. Have fun. It's time to act. It's time to play. It's cosplay. So just take on that character and show us. Show us
Play
what
that
you did.
part.
Yeah.
And do you have any last words for them? For those people who are still not convinced on getting out and cosplaying?
For those of you that are kind of nervous of what people think if you don your favorite character, 90% of the costumes I've done are as a girl. So
he wears my costumes.
Yeah, I put on her costumes and I'll look like a girl. She'll put on makeup, everything. Yeah. So don't worry about what people think. Just enjoy doing what you enjoy doing.
It's surprising, like when he's worn my Harley Quinn. He's worn Wednesday Addams from the Addams Family.
Wow.
And the reaction is actually amazing. People are like, you have courage, man. That is so awesome. So it's surprising the reaction you'll get.
So you can be anyone. You could be gender bending. You could play anything and anyone. So if you're watching this, you still have time. Get ready. Come to Comic Con. 5:30 is when registration shuts. 6 o'clock is when the cosplay competition begins. They're going to be there. I'm going to be here. And a lot of crazy closet geeks and nerds are going to be here. So you're not alone. I'm going to take a small break. Maybe a long one this time. And I'll see you on the other side with some more sessions. Thank you for being here, guys.
Of course.
We're back, and this time we have with us people who are nothing short of legends. We all grew up on Supandi and Shambhu and basically Tinkle and Amar Chitra Katha. These guys are responsible for that. Guys, introduce yourself because this is awesome. I grew up on you guys, so this is just unreal.
Okay, so my name is Savio Mascarenhas. I am the art director for the magazine. So I basically handle Tinkle and Amar Chitra Katha.
Wow.
So I am Reena Puri. I am the executive editor of Amar Chitra Katha, and I am the dinosaur in ACK. I've been around for 26 years now.
Wow.
I'm Neil Paul, and I am creative director and chief plumber. If she's the dinosaur, I'm the plumber. So that's what we do.
So you guys, how did you guys come in? It's been on for like 50 years now?
50 years, that's right.
50 years. Like, you guys existed for the last 50 years in India. We're still going strong. How did it all start? Does anyone know the origin story here?
Yes, of course. I mean, dinosaur will know it.
Yes.
So this was all up to because of a man called Anand Pai, also known as Uncle Pai.
Yes.
And it was Anand Pai was a chemical engineer actually, but with a dream of telling stories. He wanted to tell the stories of India to the children of India, and that's how he got into the comics business, because he thought comics were the best way to tell a child, any story, because it was easy for even a child who didn't want to read. He would pick up a comic and read. So that's how he started, and he started with mythology, and then the rest is history.
Wow. And 50 years still going strong. How are we doing that? How has this brand evolved from what it was to what it is right now?
Yeah. So along the years, what has happened is after Amar Chitra Katha, there was another magazine which Mr. Pai launched. That was in 1980, and that was called Tinkle, which was a children's magazine. And there was nothing in that space. So definitely he thought, he wanted to do something where he wanted to bring out a very fun magazine. Amar Chitra Katha became little serious with history and mythology and all that. So the fun magazine which he came up with was Tinkle, and with that came Shambhu and Supandi. And so we are now in the 37th year of Tinkle.
Wow.
And so this is again a very special, we are going to celebrate our birthday on the November 14th. So that's another big thing, and we sure have a lot of plans going ahead, which Neil will tell you all about.
Yes,
where we want to go ahead with Tinkle.
Yeah, what's happening next?
Just to give you a sense of where we are right now, there are hundreds and thousands of children still reading Tinkle and ACK. So
adults.
And adults, sorry, and adults, lots of adults as well. As you can see, as Facebook Live can't see, there are a few back there. But we are also very strongly a paper-based company. Having said that, we're making major leaps into digital as well. So you will see, for example, the amazing Facebook page that Reena's team from Bangalore runs. You will see a whole bunch of videos on YouTube. Go on YouTube and check Supandi and Friends. There are a lot of very exciting things which I am contractually bound to not talk about here. But keep your sights on both these two Facebook pages, Tinkle and ACK, because there are lots of announcements coming over the next 2 months or so. Major things in the pipeline. So sorry again, but maybe by the time we're in Delhi, I might have a few more things to say.
I'll be there. These guys will be there watching. You even tied up with Padmavati right now, right?
Yes, we have.
So there are movie tie-ups happening. What can we expect in that part of the world? There's Padmavati happening.
Yeah, so if you go to our stall right now, we've just announced the Padmavati 3D comic, which is the first for ACK.
3D comic?
Yes, it's rendered in 3D just like the movie, and
the movie's in 3D, wait.
Yeah, the movie's in 3D as well.
I did not know that. Okay. So the movie's coming in 3D and the comic books also in 3D. So you wear glasses to watch
You read it with glasses.
Wow.
And you will get glasses free with the comic as well. So that's about to come soon. Again, I said give me 2 months to give you some of the bigger announcements. There are big announcements with films and television coming soon. Also some major digital plans.
You are the
across.
absolute bureaucrat who's like, yeah, more stuff is coming, but we can't reveal right now.
That's what the creative director is. Like, no, we are not in the business side of all this. So Neil can hold all these secrets, and they are good secrets. I'll tell you.
Xavier knows a few of those.
They are the big things which we are going to come out soon.
Can a more senior person reveal some part of it?
No, my lips are sealed. And
what I can reveal though is we're also getting into merchandise in a major way, and merchandising is something that's very important to us going forward. If you go to our stall at any of the cons, because we're on Facebook. Also amarchitragatha.com, you'll find a whole bunch of merchandise, especially from Tinkle, but also from Amarchitragatha going up. There are magnets, there are phone covers, there are zippers, there are t-shirts.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
I have
just
a Supandi
walk
bobblehead
across.
at home.
You do have a Supandi bobblehead. There's also a Shambhu and a Billy
I'll come. I'm
bobblehead,
not
yeah.
seen your stall yet. Well,
You
bad on me,
need
Parth.
to. He's obviously very busy here.
Thanks.
But there is one more product which we are launching now on Children's Day. That is for we have a lot of young parents who would like to give a comic to their child, but I don't think children can read an Amar Chitrakatha before they're 8 years old or 7 to 8 years old. So for the little ones from 3 to 7, we are launching Amar Chitrakatha Junior, which is a series of storybooks based on mythology and folk tales, but it's something that you can read aloud to your kid. So that's something I'd like to tell young parents,
Nice.
to look out for Amar Chitrakatha Junior.
Wow, so I've come a long way from reading their comics and magazines to sitting here and having a chat with them. You guys, I'm sure, also grew up on Amar Chitrakathas and Tinkles and are still reading it. So this is your chance. Come to Comic Con Mumbai. You can meet all of these guys. Check out their awesome merchandise. Check out their comic books. And I'm going to take a small little break. You guys, any final words for the viewers right now?
Keep reading and keep staying with us.
Reading, buying some merchandise on the side.
And spread the good word. Tinkle is still around, and we are going really strong in print. And you'll find a lot of our products on our website, which is www.amarchitragatha.com. So thanks a
That
lot.
sounds professional.
You saw it right here on this Comic Con live stage. I'm going to take a small break. I'll be back with Sahil Shah on the other side.
Cheers, thank you.
Hit it! We're back for one last session before lunch with Sahil Shah, Mr. Gujubi, Bulla, yay!
Alright, this is fun.
He's tired of talking, so we're just gonna...
Yeah, I'm super tired.
We're just gonna sit and play. What are you gonna be?
I'll tell you a damn good fun thing. I was walking around in a mask and everyone was laughing because they're like, "Kaun hai ye Buddha?" And no one knew. Alright, I'll be Flash. Why not?
You'll be Flash?
Yeah, why not? Oh, this is Injustice 2. Alright, cool. Can they see this game or are we just
They're
looking
seeing
into
it.
camera
They're seeing it. They're
Oh,
seeing
they're
it.
seeing it. Oh, because that would
There's
be
a split
pointless
screen.
otherwise. Oh, okay, cool.
Do you want to see them get me whooped, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, Flash versus...
Come on, go for it.
Firestorm.
Alright, cool.
Same universe.
Sweet, can everyone else who's also around see it or they're just aimlessly staring at
They're
us?
staring at us, but they'll hear me whoop your ass.
Alright, cool, let's do this.
Okay, let's go.
You'll have to give me like 5 seconds to look at the...
Controls?
No, I'll fuck it. I'll do what every... if you're ever playing a fighting game, yeah, I'll button smash. I'll button smash. That's how you do it.
It's a button masher!
Okay.
Okay, so Flash versus Firestorm.
Alright, cool.
Let's see what we got.
It's like the saddest episode of Legends of Tomorrow. Alright, for all the people who are watching, before we start, wait, how do you pause? Let's make it more interesting. Okay, how many people vote for Flash to win? Anyone over here? Awesome, and how many people think Firestorm is going to win?
How many people know Firestorm?
Put your hands down.
Okay, so
Alright.
it's a one-sided match.
Alright, so
I'm the underdog.
Yeah, so just let's. I know this is very pointless. There's no point of this, but just watch two morons play a video game, and somehow, if you think Flash should win, which he will, just sort of, Acha. Thanks, man. That's really sweet of you. I'm just coming to the game, man.
And that?
This is what I call. This is what you call you when you have diarrhea. You make this. you rush to. Hey, don't hit me, man. I have diarrhea. Alright, okay, cool. Whatever.
What is happening?
That is what I call. This is what I call. My God. Have you ever gone dancing sometimes?
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes, right? I'll show you a dance move. Wait, don't hit me. I'll show you a dance move.
Okay.
Check it out.
Jive with me, baby.
Iqbal ka Gina, the other version.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Dude, I'm actually getting moved. Oh, this is not fair. This is not good. This is
The
not
underdog
good.
always wins.
Rap.
I hope. Why have you slowed me down? Stop warping time, Sahil.
I don't know where. Oh, I'm on the left hand side. Okay, I'm definitely.
You're Flash, no?
Yeah, I'm definitely dying. No!
It's okay, it's just the first life. It's just the first life.
No! Wait, 1 second. Hold on.
For what?
I still have 2 minutes. I can do shit.
Huh? So you killed my life, now we are equal again?
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah. Oh. Okay, wait for
guys,
it.
I'm sorry if y'all are watching this. I genuinely, I scream like a woman when I'm...
No, you haven't won yet. Sit down. Sit down.
Take it! Take it!
Okay, done?
No, oh, so the red bar means there's one more. Right.
Yeah,
Cool,
yeah.
Guys who are just tuning in, I am the Flash. I would love some support right now. If not, it's okay. You can just see me whoop success ass.
Which is anyways happening.
It's gonna happen. Come on.
And I'm out. Oh! On table. Yes, you won. One more is best of 3. Sit down.
Sorry.
You're getting excited and all, huh?
For all the people who cannot see the screen, I won. Thank you for the validation. I appreciate it. Thank you. No. Please.
Select a new fighter.
Come
on.
Why? It's one round, right?
This is one round. We'll select different characters. You want to play the same character again?
Oh, okay. How much are we playing this for? They'll get bored.
3 rounds.
Oh, okay.
One round done.
Okay, cool.
Okay, now what?
Oh, you know what? I'll let the crowd select. Guys, what should I play as?
Flash.
I just played as Flash. Supergirl is also fun. Deathstroke will be cool.
Who do I play as someone? Wonder Woman sounds
You
like...
know what? Let's do... Take who?
Pick some...
He's not there in this. I have to download the character. I downloaded the character. They said he died. You know what? Let's do a girl versus girl. Okay. Give me a female superhero character. Someone had said Supergirl, right? Catwoman is. What are you dressed up as? See, don't drop your phone. You're dressed up as what is this? Harley Quinn? Harley Quinn on a Sunday morning?
I woke up like this.
You woke up like this. Alright, cool. I'll be Harley Quinn in your... What's your name? Josh, okay, Josh, in your honor, I'll be Josh Harley Quinn. Done?
And I am Wonder Woman because someone said that.
Done. Okay.
Where did she
Josh,
go?
you need to cheer and scream for me because I'm playing as you on a Friday evening and he's playing as Wonder Woman.
I already do that while watching EIC.
Thanks, man. You're really sweet now. I'm gonna go
You're
backstage
scared,
and
aren't
cry.
you?
No, man. I'm always...
Ha 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 ha. Okay, another can of whoop-ass unleashes.
You know what? Stop. Before we play, just come inside now. Can we get him in? Yeah, get him in now, please.
Him or her?
Come, bro. I want you to cheer me on. Let's do this.
Who's my Wonder Woman contender? Who selected Wonder Woman
Fuck
for
you.
me?
You don't get this. Okay, cool.
He's
Okay.
right here. He's from Comic Con.
Okay, all of you are okay. You'll have to scream and like give us some support, okay? And you have to scream shit like
take this Wonder Woman.
Yeah, hurt Wonder Woman or like take the power of Harley Quinn or whatever.
She looks nothing like me. That's cheating.
I don't. Don't you think it's you don't?
Thanks, man. That's all right. That's way active than I thought it would be. But I like
Bro,
that.
क्या कर रहा है?
I like. Shut up.
What are you doing? Why are you so scared?
Justice League is going to be very bad. So this is my way.
What's wrong with you?
Why are you unleashing hyenas on me?
Because that's what I do, man. I'm like, hey, what's up? Do you like dogs? Meet my hyenas. Are you a dog lover, Wonder Woman? Wonder Woman? There, you see this? This is my... That's a
That's only for cheating with Batman.
Who cheated? What? What is this commentary, man? This is... Batman is sitting in a corner writing in his diary. Damn you. Aja.
Bitch.
Who cheated on Batman? Wonder Woman cheated on Batman or what?
Catwoman's not fighting. It's a pet that are fighting for her.
Okay, I'm gonna
It's not Catwoman. It's Harley Quinn, champ.
So this is Harley Quinn beating, or if you're joining it, this is Harley Quinn beating Wonder Woman because she cheated on Batman. And Harley Quinn next to me this is Harley Quinn on a Sunday morning who's just had a breakfast and give a wave to the camera, Harley Quinn aka Josh. He is my strongest supporter and we are kicking Wonder Woman's ass, right? We are like, oh, you think, oh, I won. Hey, I won! Awesome! Good stuff, man. Take that, you cheat on Batman, you get this. Alright, cool. I think we won it, man. 2 out of 3.
Yeah, you won 2 out of 3.
I won it. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much, all of you all, for watching this nonsense. Yeah, man, why not?
Yeah. Fan
Can we
moment.
have a round of applause for Josh also?
Whoa!
Yeah, man.
No cosplay's too small. You can be anything you want to be.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Alright.
Okay, this is Sahil Shah. He's from EIC. Subscribe to this guy.
Oh, yeah, please subscribe.
Sahil Shah just got a shout out on Harley Quinn's Instagram.
He has a YouTube channel of his own, so subscribe to Sahil Shah and EIC. Bye.
Alright, see you, man. Have fun at Comic Con. Okay, thank you for watching this, guys. You can please enjoy.
There is so much more happening at Comic Con. You could be a Josh like that.
Yeah, you could.
And this could be your moment. So come to Comic Con if you're in Bombay. There's still so much gone. He's gonna go up on stage
I'm gonna
now.
be on stage at 3 o'clock, so just watch that. It'll be funnier than this. Alright, thank you. Okay, bye.
Bye. See you guys. Give him a big round of applause for coming here and whooping my ass. Come on.
That was actually fun.
Yeah, of course I
You
was.
were really bad.
I know. Thank you. Idhar. Please come, sir. Let's take a nice portrait. Aage, others will blur you out.
Alright, shit.
Let's see what it did. Let's see what it did. And it happened.
Fuck, I look so horrible in portrait mode. Chal, I'm going. I'll see you at 3 o'clock.
Best of luck.
Thanks, man.
Have a good show. See you. कौन है अभी 3 o'clock को? Yeah, clearly. I'm so bad. आजा.
3 o'clock को Kevin.
What's up? Yeah, it's horrible. At least it's working.
2 foot FI को एक ही यही stall का है.
Kevin, from what stall is he?
I'll update you.
Okay.
3 o'clock को Bionic है. साहिल तो हो गया, फिर आईजी है।
हाँ तो एक के बाद एक करना। ठीक है।
अभी ब्रेक है आपका, अभी ब्रेक है ना? लंच यहाँ लेके आ जाओ।
अभी कुछ नहीं खाना, अभी हम फुल राइट नाउ।
बाद में आप बोलना मेरे को, आधे घंटे पहले तो मैं
Come, I'll play at your stall now. हाँ but I never played WWE. Coming. Should I leave my mic here and go?
आया है।